This is SpaceCoastDaily.com, here with Rockledge head football coach Larry Laskowski. We're here to talk about the Raiders' upcoming 2013 season. Coach, first of all, why don't you tell us about the first few weeks of practice, what you've seen from the players?
We've had a really good camp, what we call it, starting with the 5th of August. And we really, our emphasis is, my philosophy this camp was to push this team and to really see what kind of limits they had in terms of being able to stick it out and finish. And they've answered the bell every day. I think it's gotten our team a little stronger, bonding-wise. You know, when you struggle, in the same capacity, it's you kind of get a bond going. And I think our team's established that. And they've really proven that they have really good work ethic. Of course, we knew that during the summer because they had great attendance and worked really hard. So it's just kind of carried over.
And when fans come out to the games this year, they can expect to see some of that vintage Rockledge-style football with a heavy emphasis on the running game. Can you tell us about some of your senior leaders on offense, including some of your running backs?
Yeah, we've got a couple of good kids up front that are seniors. Joe Spinelli and DeAnthony Henderson and Dalton Smith are all seniors on the offensive line. A newcomer, Anthony Anderson, is going to be a tight end for us. He's a senior as well, played basketball last year, went through the spring with us, and he showed some real good progress. And our backfield, Traven Phillips is our fullback, and he's a 3-year starter. Trace Waksberg played defense last year, and he's moved into the quarterback position. He's very athletic, very intelligent. He's working real hard to get a lot better at some of the intricacies of the wing T offense, and he's had a good camp. So those guys are going to be. Shaw Jackson's a receiver that is a senior as well, and has been a real leader in the early stages here.
And, of course, we can't talk about Rockledge football without talking about that defense. It's really been the foundation of this program, as you know, for decades. Can you tell us a little bit about your defense this year?
It's why we have such a dynasty in the 90s, because of our defense. I mean, we've got good players. We always have good players. But Pat Lusk has been the defensive coach here for over 20 years, and every year he puts out a great squad that can stop people. We put some good players over there. We'll be football's changed in 20 years, where now everybody we face is spread out, and it's a little bit different philosophy that you have to have as a defensive coach. But we don't change the fact that we'll be physical and that we'll hustle to the ball.
And I guess there's that third element of every team that sometimes gets overlooked, but especially at the high school level is pretty crucial. Of course, the special teams play. How are your special teams looking this year, including your kicker and your punter?
Well, you know, Cole Burford is a kid that played baseball and decided he wanted to try football. So he came out in the spring and is a receiver, and he's a pretty talented receiver, and wanted to get – we really didn't have a kicker. Payne Austin was our kicker last year, and he graduated. And so Cole has really worked hard and gotten a lot better. We're not going to bomb balls from past 30 yards right now at field goal range, but we feel like we're pretty confident inside the 30, 25-yard line range. Punting-wise, he's still working real hard. We're not going to be dominant in that area right now, but he's getting better as each day goes by.
And finally, you've got your Kickoff Classic game coming up here on Friday. Can you tell us about how you've prepared the team this week?
Well, you know, we've kind of treated this week still like training camp, so it's been a grind with us, and that's been good. I've told them, I said, this is a preseason game, and we still, with 3 weeks of practice before you play, you don't have much time. So we've really done a lot more just grinding, coaching, and staying basic with what we're doing this week. That's been our preparation, and I think it's going to pay off. Our kids are getting a lot better at what they're doing.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck this season. We thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure.